The next thing, I just picked up my phone. I just called my mama. I called my mom. I was like, hello, mommy. She was like, hello, Bao. She said to me, bro, hello, Bao, which means, how are you? How is it? I'm like, I'm fine or I'm good. And I said, I mean, I'm not good though. I'm not all right though. She now said, shakini any, which means, is it that thing? And she was referring to the infection. Guess what's happened? I just started to cry. I said, oh, give me. I just cry.
Yeah. And you got on the funny thing after that experience.
Have you ever contacted an STI before?
Good day. That's good day.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Why are you shocked? Were you expecting him to say yes?
No, but I think
The thing about STI is, to be very factual. I mean, to be very, very factual. I've not contacted an STI because I don't feel any symptoms. Because I don't feel any symptoms.
So
I don't have any symptoms. But the thing is, for someone that is sexually active, or you might not be sexually active, you may have had sex before. It is very, very possible for you to have an STI.
And you don't know.
And you don't know about it. Very, very possible. There are a lot of STIs that they don't have. They don't have symptoms. Like,
immediate.
Exactly. Some are not immediate. Why some will be in your body.
Scared?
Some will be in your body, but you don't know you have them. And you know, they leave at some point, but you are not aware that you have them. But then there's a tendency that you can transfer it to someone. There's a statistics that, you know, most people that are sexually active, like quite a number, a very, very large percentage of them, you know, are currently living with HPV and they're not aware.
HPV is herpes, Abby.
Yeah, no, that's human
papilloma
that's
virus.
HPV.
Okay.
Yeah, human papilloma virus. So it has like different strands. So it's very possible that probably the strands you have, strand of HPV that you have is the one that does not come with symptoms. So yes, there's a high possibility, but I don't have STI.
Okay, so like talking about what he said, you know this herpes virus here that has like the symptoms that shows in the mouth. Yeah, what happens is when it shows it. Okay, what happens is that when it shows in the mouth, after some time it will go. So you're probably thinking I'm all right now. So what happens is there's a word that they use for it, but the virus literally sleeps.
Yes. Till a next sexual encounter.
Yes, if something happens and triggers it to wake up, then to be blown. So yes, there's that possibility. Everybody should get themselves tested.
If you're sexually active?
Yes.
You get yourself tested.
Yes.
So would you rather say, before I talk about my STI story, that guy, I've been there, done that guy.
Good boy.
He's a bully. I'm not proud of this thing. I'm not proud of this thing.
We're not proud of.
It was 6 months IT, and here's the thing. Here's the thing about just being stupid. It was 6 months IT.
When you start the symptoms.
When I started seeing the symptoms and all that, so I went to the hospital.
By yourself.
Why not go by myself? Who I won't tell.
So the thing don't hold you, be like,
guy, I was in the office. I should notice I was having pains, like I was having serious pains, and then I'll go to the toilet. I'll be like having forceful urination. I can't urinate.
And it wasn't UTI.
I don't even know if it was UTI. Do you understand? It was just there. Like I was not active with anybody before then. I just did peace. Before I urinate, sorry, peace is urinate. This guy.
Okay, go ahead.
If I urinate like this, I go face hold down. Because if I go straight, it's blood that you see. I go hold down like this.
Man, that must be
and
terrible.
then you go see. Next thing you can see is droplets of blood first before you now eventually see the urine.
Go to your life, bro.
Guy, see, that's why I'm trying to be as graphic as possible. Like you go one piece, you could just see blood. Next thing you go see this thing. Before you now finish your urination, you go hold this thing, hold it. Because if the last one should drop and you don't hold it, it will pain you again. Send a very sharp pain. So you go hold arm like this, you hold it.
Hold arm.
And then you now start releasing the urine small. Up until you finish, and then you do wiggle. I just you do wiggle, and then you go. I'm like, I can't continue like this. So one night I went to the pharmacy to get drugs,
Right.
and then it was a lady that was attending to me, and then I was like, I didn't even know how to explain. I was like, something. I'm having painful urination. The first question when she asked me, say, "Are you sexually active?"
Was it the pharmacist? Yeah.
Yeah, it was first the pharmacy because I couldn't tell my dad. Who like tell my mom that what? That one look there. I couldn't tell anyone. So I went there. I say, I am having painful urination. I said, "Are you sexually active?" My man, I be like, which kind of foolish question? Which kind of foolish question? Like, you are a babe, you are not a guy. What am I supposed to tell you? Oh yes, I'm sexually active. But I didn't have a choice. I'm like,
why couldn't you open up?
I know. I'm like,
Maybe that was the first time.
yeah. I'm like, yes, I'm sexually active. So she gave me some antibiotics. I still couldn't tell my dad. So I told my mom that I told my mom that I had toilet infection.
Okay.
So she said I should go to the hospital. So when I went to the hospital, the doctor, right, it was our family doctor. Then he said, first question he asked me was, am I sexually active? In my mind, I'm like, no, sir, I'm not sexually active. I'm not sexually active.
But you told the pharmacist, yes.
I told the pharmacist, what do you want me to tell you? Dude, this guy, I've known this family doctor all my life. And he has seen me as a good boy.
He's a doctor now.
Do you understand?
He's a doctor.
Hey, this guy cannot butterfly. He cannot do. Guy, I told him like, yo, I'm not. He did test and it confirmed that it was possibly an STI. Right. At that point in time, I told myself, Femi, you don't mess up. You don't mess up. At that point in time, I was asking myself, like, waiting, I want to tell my mama, what don't tell my mom, what don't tell my sister, say waiting. I go get sexual transmitted disease.
Like someone that's actively having sex.
What waiting I want to tell her?
That's the picture they create in their head.
Do you understand? Waiting I want to tell my mama. Say waiting. Say waiting. We never talk about this thing, condom or something before. Say, I go and tell my mama say I get STI. Last, she shall no say.
Who are this?
She say no. My sister the vex. Say, see, she told you now. Say, why will Femi not use a condom? How to go? She didn't para.
Wait, Femi cannot control his libido. So you know the funny thing is, Femi didn't tell me.
Okay.
Femi didn't tell me. She messaged. She was totally confused. So she messaged me to say that. To message me to ask that. Oh, have I been speaking to Femi? I'm like, yes, now me have Femi talk yesterday. She was like, he didn't tell you anything that he's not feeling fine or something. Like, I'm like, no. I'm like, is something wrong? And I said, I should use style to ask.
Oh,
now I can't message them. Say, what thing they do you?
Yeah,
He can't tell me.
It wasn't funny. Like, it got to a point. Like, I felt I had messed up. In my mind, I'm like, you shouldn't have gotten to this point. Now, how could you be so stupid? At least use this thing. Sha did everything. They used the drugs one day. Guy, not my fault now. I did go walk that day. And I was going to the office. 6 months IT, still on the IT. And then I just sat down on the dining table chair. I just did think. The next thing, I just picked up my phone. I just called my mama. I called my mom. I was like, hello, mommy. She was like, hello, Bao. She said to me, brother, hello, Bao, which means, how are you? How is it? I'm like, I'm fine or I'm good. And I said, I mean, I'm not good though. I'm not all right though. She now said, shakini any, which means, is it that thing? And she was referring to the infection. Guess what's happened? I just started to cry. I said, oh, Kiri. I just cry. Because I just cry because I know say I don't mess up.
Oh my days.
I don't mess up.
You messed up, bro.
The next thing she now said, I think after it, she now said, she said it in Yoruba, I'll translate. She said, I'm not saying you should not do, but if I told you do, use condom. Guy, when I hear that thing, he pay me. I say, Femi. And you can't know the funny thing. After that experience,
You still do. You know, say, son of men, no, they learn.
You see, that's why I was being factual when I was speaking about you can't tell everybody to abstain. So I mean, if you are going to do it, just commit to someone, and it prevents you from a lot of things. Someone that you guys are both aware of your, will I say, your sexual posture, like state. You guys know that, okay, this is
me, this is you, both of us.
Exactly. So you know that, okay, there's no form of anything. If anybody contacts an STI, then you know that, okay, someone has done it somewhere. It saves you from a lot of things, actually.
Yo, man, I don't even know the babe.
But as a Christian,
you can't remember what?
I can't remember the babe that it happened with. I can't remember. No, I'm serious. I can't remember because I was.
Also there many.
No, it's not like there were a lot, but I couldn't just remember. And it wasn't even penetrative sex at that point in time.
This is the part that kills me every time.
Wasn't penetrative sex.
You don't even need to have penetrative sex to have an STI.
Are you serious?
If it's a virus, once you have contact with the blood, then there is a tendency that you can. So, okay, let's say for instance, let me take HPV for instance, because I was doing my research on, STIs and all.
Did you think you had HPV at some point?
No.
Because you mentioned HPV like
no. It's just the fact that someone posted something about HPV, and okay, it was one of my friends that posted something about HPV. It was like people that give head, and maybe you give head to someone that has HPV. There is a possibility that you can have like later in life. There's a possibility that you can develop throat cancer. Yes, go and check online. So this podcast should be like an awareness to people.
No,
because I've always been looking for a way to, to tell people. Because I've noticed that, see, a lot of younger people are doing it, guys.
And they're doing it recklessly.
And these guys are not aware. So there's a tendency that you can have throat cancer when you give someone head that has HPV, especially the person has that string that, because some of HPV cancer, like on the long run, can be very HPV, on the long run can be cancerous. So
I think there's a vaccine for it as well.
There's a vaccine, yes. There is a vaccine, actually. So everybody should get the vaccine. So there's a tendency, and for ladies, one of the things, one of the, will I say, things that they can be susceptible to is, they can also develop like cervical cancers. So people that have cervical cancers or throat cancers, at some point they can trace it back to probably an HPV infection they had, one time in their life. So really, you don't even need to have like penetrative sex. There are ways. And that thing is scary.
The STI I got, could it have been from a head?
You know what you did now?
Because I didn't do any penetrative sex.
There's a very, very high possibility that that was what happened.
But
I'm not a medical practitioner anyway, but based on the researches I've done.
But that doesn't mean you should run away from me when you see me, or please. Oh. That's the thing. That's like the disadvantage of like doing these things.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I've always been standing on the fact that if you are going to do it, like have and ensure that it is just that person alone you're having it with.
And there's also
saves it from the Lord. But the best thing people tell you is to abstain.
Abstinence, right? Really.
Religious practice will tell you to abstain. Even maybe medical practitioners may not tell you, but from a religion or a religious perspective, the person will tell you to abstain.
No, I feel like even medical practice will say like, yes, if you want to do it, with protection.
Yes.
But the best, something that will surely protect you is abstinence, because
definitely,
anything can go wrong even with protection.
Definitely,
anything can go wrong. But we're still talking about diseases. What of pregnancy scares us?
You know that a lot of people are not scared of pregnancy now. People are not scared of pregnancy.
It's because they're not the ones taking responsibility for it. No,
the thing is, we have ways to get rid of pregnancies now.
So aborting the baby.
No, it doesn't have to get to the baby stage.
Well,
but you're still killing somebody. You're still aborting.
There are ways to get rid of pregnancy.
Pregnancy scares are bad.
There are ways of, let me not say getting rid of pregnancy, but of preventing pregnancy.
I don't want to be in that situation again in my life.
Did you cry again?
Did
you cry again?
About what?
About pregnancy scare.
Did I tell you that I have a pregnancy?
You said your life.
Wait, so I go share my own pregnancy scare. University year 4. I will never forget it was in the morning. I think we had lectures that day. You know, we had one
didn't go for
important.
lectures?
We had one important lecture. I was trying to complete an edit to submit, right, to Mr. Shobes, right. Then the next thing, Wally told me with his class day one thing because the same babe. It was the same babe I had my first with. Same babe.
Right.
So it happened again,
Perfecto.
still within his protection. Again,
Was it your second time though?
it was like, I think it was my second time. So within his protection, and then I got back home. We didn't buy contraceptive, nothing. So it was like weeks later, and I know she hasn't been with anybody else.
Well,
So
okay.
I was on the desk. I remember now. I don't go forget that apartment. Now like this, I did. I did desk
Your
laptop.
corner.
That laptop there in front of me. I remember there was the bathroom here. To the right, that was the kitchen. To the right, sorry, the bed was there. To the left, the kitchen was there, and I was on my laptop. I don't know whether I think I was the one that called her, or she called me. And all that. I shall call her. The next thing she does is say. She was cry. She cry. Say, Femi, I see what's happening. See, Femi, my stomach. I say, wait. He said, my stomach. I say, is menstrual cramp. He said, no, menstrual cramp. He said, my stomach. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like to see the extended version of this podcast, make sure you check all our podcasting platforms: Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, everywhere. Or check the description box for the link and click it, and boom, it's gonna take you right there. If you also want to see the extended version of this video, please let us know in the comment section. We love feedback and we love to see you talk to us. All right. Also, feel free to write us a letter at writeletterstoboys@gmail.com. We'll be expecting your letters. All right. Until next time, until next episode, stay safe, stay beautiful, and post it, baby. All right.